Hey everyone, it's Al and Susie from Good Dirt, and we thought we'd share with you today some insight into how we do our container gardening at our home. And the very first thing I want to get across is not a right way or a wrong way to do it. And don't freak out about it, don't stress about it, just jump into it and have fun with it. So, Susie, you want to say hello?
Hi guys, it's Susie behind the camera. I don't go in front, but let's go.
So let's talk about this. This is just one small pocket at our home where we have an array of containers here, and I want to talk to you about my approach. So I typically go to a greenhouse, no design, no plan in mind. I go see what, it's like going to the farmer's market and picking out your veggies for dinner. So I look and see what I like, texturally, sculpturally, color, and I just start pulling the things that I'm drawn to, and then I figure it out once I get home and start putting the containers together. So you can see what we've done this weekend to get started for our summer planting in these containers. So the first thing we do, some of the new containers, we start with the Good Dirt potting mix. And as we've started to reveal to you folks, we do not believe in putting a layer of gravel on the bottom of the containers. It actually creates a damming effect and impedes the drainage. So just go straight with the Good Dirt potting mix. So then I start laying out plants, and I just start playing with it. So if we look at this container here, I've taken sort of the white approach. So I have the white caladium, the silverleaf dusty miller, euphorbia, and Carex evergold. And even though there's a little bit of creamy color in this, they all still work great together. And I plant these so that these are going to grow out, they'll fight it out, and we'll have this beautiful full container. But then I may go to a container like this and just use one variety. So this is baby wing begonia, a good tough as nails plant. It will mound up, spill over the edge of the container, look great all summer. Another monoculture here, just the silver of the dusty miller foliage. I just love it, and I love it with the color of the pot. So then I look over here, and we have canna, giving it that tropical effect. And underneath that canna is a sweet potato vine, which is going to spill over the edge onto the floor. This is a really cool new plant. This is probably the hottest trending plant in the marketplace today. It is a perennial. It comes back year after year. It's an allium, and this variety is called Millennium. It will start blooming in June and carry on into probably August. And then there are some varieties of allium that will carry all the way into the fall. And you can see the bud here. So the first flower of the season is getting ready to come on. And you'll get a little ball lavender color flower, and it'll be covered with these little balls. So maybe we'll follow up with this later in the summer so you can see. This is a croton that we've had in our side of our home for 2 years. And it gets a little depressed in the wintertime. And we get it out here in the beginning of the summer, and we get it back to life.
Oh, we love her.
We love her. She's great. So you see I've kind of tied her up and got a nice new pot for her this year, filled in with the Good Dirt potting mix, watered in with the Good Dirt plant food, sprinkled some new plant biotics, the Good Dirt plant biotics, which is the beneficial microbes. And
I love these little
these are
pebbles.
little clay balls that have been fired, and so we thought we'd just play around with this just solely as a decorative aesthetic approach on the top
And
of the
Al,
container.
one of the questions that we've gotten recently is it okay to put gravel or pebbles or rocks on top of the containers?
Absolutely. It's not going to interfere with the water going through to the plant. In fact, it actually will help conserve some of the moisture in the potting mix, so go for it. And then this last container here is a great example of a situation where what people like to call a spiller. So this is a vinca, Cora Cascade apricot, and as it grows it will continue to trail over the side of the container all the way down to the ground. And then I mixed it in with the Angelonia Archangel purple. Actually, I'm sorry, it's raspberry, Archangel raspberry, new color this year. So this is the upright, and this plant will get on up about 18-24 inches tall. Then just for the fun of it, I threw a dusty miller in the middle. So that will continue to fill in, and that silver leaf will kind of mingle in with the other foliage here, and I just love this combination. Now, one last thing you may notice. You may think, oh my goodness, why did he put so many plants in here? Well, I'm an impatient gardener. I love an instant effect. But also I believe in these plants, they will fight it out. There's no harm in cramming it in and then just let it go for the summer. So I hope this has been helpful, and stay tuned. We'll be following up with some more tips soon. Thank you. Goodbye.